Okay, we are live.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Alt Monarchist Show. I am your co-host, Sheikh Ken. No, just kidding. It's not a spy. But I, Sheikh Ken of the Kendom Liberation Front, am here to remind you all that you are Knuff. We are Knuff. We know who isn't? Steven Crowder. And as I declare a jihad on all of Barbie Land for rigging elections, uh, I say we cast Steven Crowder in with that little like mouse looking guy, Alan, the Alan dude, if you've seen the movie. He gets ejected from Kendom eternally. A fatwa against Alan and a fatwa against Steven Crowder. They are not trustworthy at all. There is only one state, the state of Kendom, the state of eternal bliss. But yeah, jokes aside, news. Steven Crowder likes what's a YouTube savvy way we can say it?
He likes popsicles.
He likes
Sim Crowder
popsicles.
likes big lollipops.
He likes big lollipops. And he's not
Yeah,
like the bass guy with the propeller hat and a big lollipop. Like he's like
yeah. So you and
he's
I
like
like we call this before. We call this that before. We knew that Steam Crowder is a Skittles man.
yeah, totally. I mean like just his voice, okay. Hot take. Just his voice alone. How he's always like this. Made my career yelling at liberal women. Like, shut
I,
up,
I'm
dude.
I'm on the lips. I'm on your lips.
Yeah. You scream at 19-year-old art hose for a living. Like,
Well,
what are
like
you doing?
his the way he treated his wife last year, it was very despicable and it was not very manly. And guess what? All you trad LARPing, yes, trad LARPing, not real trad women, but trad LARPing women who are nothing but attention seekers. You're nothing but thoughts. Guess what? I'm
304s.
vindicated. I'm vindicated. All of you trad thoughts who were defending Steven Crowder's actions by saying, oh, she should have just submitted if she's a good wife. If she doesn't want to avoid divorce, she should have just submitted. Submit to who? An FAG? No way.
No, submit
Yeah.
to a law. That's the only one that she should really
So
submit
yeah, and
to.
not great Jared. This whole the reason why we're bringing this up is because not great Jared came out of the
I
closet.
think we can say the word because that's like his title, isn't it?
Yeah, but I'm saying not great Jared just in case. So
Well, yeah,
yeah,
but like I hate censorship so much. Anyways, you're right. Carry
yeah,
on.
yeah. So I'm saying like not great Jared. He came out with a video exposing all this stuff, and it's like most of us knew this, but we just could not really
Mhm.
find it. Yeah, then like not great Jared comes out. And okay, yeah, it's confirmed. Yeah, and he's not the only one. Multiple former employees.
Mhm.
Landau? Is it David Landau? Dave Landau, the
I think
comedian.
it's Dave Landau is the name.
Yeah, he like last year when he quit Steam Crowder, he explained that yeah, Steam Crowder is a control freak and like very effeminate behavior, by the way, very effeminate behavior. And
Oh
every
yeah.
time like Landau was being funny, people loved Landau's jokes, and Steven Crowder did not like this. He did not like that people were giving Landau the attention. A reasonable person like you and I, we'd be
Mhm.
happy if somebody likes somebody on the show because it gives more attention to us, right?
Oh
It
yeah,
gives more
yeah.
streaming, more revenue, more attention, everything.
We're
It comes
smart
our
enough to
way.
understand
It
what's
goes
good for the
our way.
goose.
It goes towards our show. And so
Yeah.
Steven Crowder just being jealous that Landau was getting like all these likes and compliments for being funny. I don't think he was that funny, but conservative humor is very right? Conservatives are
Trash. You can say
really like
trash.
they suck at humor. Yeah, but anyways, still like Steven Crowder, if he was smart, he'd realize, oh, Landau's he's giving me money, you know. Well, I could make money with Landau on my show. Nope, I don't like the fact that he is so much better than me. So I'm gonna have like a stop. It was called like a stop David button or something, where every time Landau would say something, and if he was like talking too much, Steven would press a button and a light will go off, and it's a signal
Really?
for him to stop talking.
Wow,
Yes,
that's so.
in the studio, Steven Crowder had a button. He'd press the button, and if David Landau, if he's talking too much, according to Steven, if Steven thought that he's talking too much, he would press the button, and David Landau would just shut up and stop talking.
And they take the banana and they contract oral gonorrhea. That's like the level of dude we're dealing with here, Steve, with Steven Crowder. Like, have you heard the hubbub about his anger at the Daily Wire?
Yes, and last year, like it was, yeah, it was like almost a year and a half ago. It was before the whole scandal with his wife. He
Yeah.
was angry at the Daily Wire, and you and I, we criticize the Daily Wire. Like we hate the
Oh
Daily
yeah, yeah.
Wire. But what the Daily Wire offered Steven Crowder was nothing really bad. They're offering
Offered
him
him,
millions of dollars every year to work with
yes,
him.
$50 million repeating contract that he does not need. He doesn't need to put any direct gains into his show anymore. He just gets $50 million in the pocket. Do you know how many fighter jets you could buy in 10 years with that? Steven, you know how much money that is? Steven? And then he went on this whole like, they're trying to censor me. They're not offering me enough money. Like, Steven, shut up. Please. Shut up. How bourgeois, honestly. They only offered me $50 million, so I won't take their deal and I'll cause a stink. How bourgeois.
Imagine if you were offered $50 million just to spew
Dude,
nonsense for the Daily
I
Wire.
I become evil for like $200,000. I mean, I'm already evil, but that's beyond the point.
Well, here's the thing. You could just sign the contract, and at the time, Daily Wire, like they would have to kind of put their money where their mouth is, and they would not
Hmm.
censor you for your opinions, right? And
Yeah.
of course, we know the whole Candace Owens situation, but that's a whole
Mhm.
different topic. But Candace
Unless you're
Owens,
a Christian,
when
of
she
which,
worked with Daily Wire last year, she actually did call out Steven Crowder for being such a effeminate guy regarding his whole contract. And then
yeah.
a couple months after that, you got the whole situation with his wife, the way he was treating his wife. And guess what? Trad LARPing thoughts, I'm vindicated. I'm right. So you trad LARPing thoughts, y'all owe me an apology for
You gonna do a lap?
calling for exposing U.S. thoughts and for claiming that I was wrong, for
Do a victory
basically
lap.
like insulting me for for defending a woman. Ooh, so bad, so
Do a
evil. For
victory lap,
hey,
man.
here's the thing, like if a woman's innocent, I'm going to say she's innocent. If a man's innocent, I'll say he's innocent, right? But in this situation, Steven Crowder was literally in the wrong. Everything that he did was not manly. It was very childish and effeminate.
Go
And
off,
of
kid.
course, not
Keep
great
going.
Jared. No, but not great Jared comes out and just exposes everything. And we mentioned David Landau. Who else? Sven, the computer guy. Sven basically he released some sort of code while on the show. Like he like wrote some message in code, and it was on screen, and some people, only a few people were able to notice. But on the screen, he had like a message in code saying that Steven Crowder is like withholding money or not paying enough money, something like that. And yeah, so
Well, have
Sven
you
Computer.
seen?
No, no, but Sven Computer, like I don't know his real name, but I call him Sven Computer. But he came out and he said, yes, Steven Crowder is a POS. Every single person that has
Yeah.
formerly worked for Steven Crowder has nothing but negative things to say about him.
Well, yeah. I mean, hell, the video
Except
that
except except maybe the quartering. The quartering is kind of more neutral, but he did not work too long with Steven Crowder too, so
aren't
you know.
aren't the quartering like a bunch of dweebs though?
Well, not the quartering, but the guy, his name, Quarter Black something.
I was thinking about like the tabletop gaming group. Wow.
No, 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 no. The quartering. The guy's name used to be Quarter Black Garrett, I think. And so, yeah. So like his first name on the show would be Quarter Black, and then his last name would be Garrett. Quarter Black
That's
Garrett.
actually kind of funny, but
Yeah.
um like did have you seen the video from Jared where he's talking about like the gag orders that Crowder's been trying to force on
Well,
him?
yeah.
He's literally
Crowder
trying
forced
to
him to sign
claim
non-disclosure agreements. Yeah.
non-disclosure agreements And he Crowder is literally trying to claim Jared's personal property, which he has receipts to prove that it's his. He's trying to claim Jared's personal property as company property that should be returned. And like they're also claiming because Jared's trying to like stay in media because that's his industry. Like, right, understandable. If I was in media, I would not want to go to like normal person work because that's how media works. But Crowder is pretty much claiming that Jared is property of the company. So every company that Jared tries to talk to, Crowder sends cease and desists as he's selling company property pretty much.
Yeah. So yeah, he forced Jared to sign non-disclosure agreements, and I think Jared like broke them. Like I think someone said that legally he was not like he was not allowed to do that, but I guess Jared decided like enough's enough because if you think about it,
So
Jared he wanted
legally,
to work in media. He wanted to continue working in media, but he could not work in
yeah.
media because of those non-disclosure agreements.
So Crowder broke the NDAs first, and
Oh,
then
okay.
Jared said because there was a stipulation that they both had to hold to, and Crowder violated that. And Jared said, "Fine, because you violate your own NDA that you're holding against me, I'm just going to ignore the NDA," which there is legal precedent for that.
Okay, so guys, let's look at the super chats. Nope, no super
Yeah.
chats at all. You guys suck.
I was gonna say, oh, we got a super chat. The Kendom Liberation Front got a super chat.
Yeah, guys, don't you guys want to support the Kingdom Liberation Fronts? You
This
know?
is why the Barbies keep winning in their rigged elections. It's
Yeah.
because our
Yeah. Well, what's interesting is that some people online suggested that Candace Owens should probably switch over to Steven Crowder because she got fired from there. And
why would she be?
yeah, yeah, it's like why would she go there? First of all, the difference between Steven Crowder and Daily Wire, it's kind of minuscule, you know, because if Candace Owens worked for Steven, she'd get fired for basically the same reason why she got fired from Daily Wire.
Oh yeah, the only difference is one of the wieners are snipped on the top and the other wiener isn't snipped on the top. I went there. I went there.
Yes, you did.
I had an opportunity and I took it. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Yeah, so yeah, but like the conservative grift, it's pretty powerful, you know,
Oh yeah.
I can't believe like conservatives fell for this BS. You know, like I started to have questions about Steven Crowder a long time ago. Like the only reason why you and we would watch stuff like Steven Crowder and Daily Wire is because at the time, what in 2016, 2017, we really did not have anything else to watch. And if you wanted to be edgy, maybe some Nick Fuentes material. But that's
Oh
it,
yeah.
and
I
some
remember like
R. Spencer stuff as well.
yeah. I remember when I was in uni, it was literally like Crowder and Spencer were the only two edgy dudes. And like Fuentes wasn't even that popular back then because he was, good Lord, wasn't he like, I think he's like 22 right now?
Well, he was like on the fringes, basically. Yeah.
Yeah, but he also had a very, very small platform too. Because everyone was like, look at this. Like, I think he was like 16 or
Well,
something.
he is
He's
slowly
like,
growing. He was slowly growing.
definitely growing. Yeah, now
Yeah.
he's growing and he's quite. I remember they had the America First Pact, and they had two standing senators go, which is quite the accomplishment.
Hmm. Well, I do remember Nick Fuentes. He would actually talk at normie conservative events too. He'd be invited to speak there, and
Yeah, yeah.
and he was kind of smart to kind of reel it in, right?
Hmm.
But still, but eventually the normie conservatives caught on to him and realized what he's really about, and they just kind of pushed him to the
Yeah.
side, which still made him like more popular amongst the other right wing youth,
Yep.
actual right wing youth, not the normie.
Crowder found out that Nick doesn't
Yeah,
actually like Wiener, and Crowder let all of Conservative Incorporated know, and they stopped inviting him. They blacklisted him.
is that what it is? Because I hear other stories that like Nick Fuentes liked lollipops, but Not sure about that. But then again, th those could be just false ru rumors, false allegations.
I mean,
Well,
it
but
could
here's
be.
the thing though, with Steven Crowder though, it's more obvious. So
Oh yeah, yeah.
yeah,
Steven Crowder is like you could see that from a mile away. With Fuentes, like I'll be honest, as a Gen Z, he's a fellow Gen Z. Like one of the things with my generation is you can't freaking tell. Like some dude will make jokes about like bussy and like you can't tell if that dude's being ironic, if he's serious, if he has no idea what he's talking about, and that's kind of what Fuentes is. It's like, okay, he's clearly weird, but is he like just 4chan autistic, or is he like actually weird? Well, both of those are weird. They're just different kinds of weird. So that's the thing with Fuentes is it's really really hard to tell. And like that's just Gen Z humor where they'll say like they'll do like some weird off-color things and like you really can't tell what they're doing. People would be like, "No, to spy, it's so easy to tell." Like, no, dude. You're probably one of those idiots that thought Crowder was straight and was mad when we said he wasn't.
yeah.
Like if
Well,
if Nick Fuentes came out as that or something came out as that, I'd be like, yeah, okay, I'm not surprised. But at the same
mhm,
time, if something never comes out about that, I'd also be like, yeah, I'm not surprised. Like it's just a
mhm,
weird situation, but that's all of Gen
yeah.
Z.
Well, like conservative media is so full of grifters too. Like it's
Oh,
full of basically here's conservative media. It's made up of grifters, intelligence assets,
hmm
whores, closet homosexuals, and failed actors. That's basically conservative media right there.
I feel
And
like you're reading off a list. Like you have the list.
yes, I have the list.
These these names, these titles of work shall be outlawed from here on.
No, but seriously, no, but seriously, and that is basically conservative media these days. And
Oh yeah.
Jeremy Boring, what wasn't he himself like a failed actor?
It wouldn't surprise me. A wise sage has once said that politics is Hollywood for ugly people who can't act, and definitely this is what we get. I mean, would you be surprised if Crowder was one of those weirdo theater kids doing weird things in the dressing room?
No, no, not really. Are you still there?
Yeah,
Or,
yeah, I'm still here.
okay.
I didn't have anything to say after that.
Okay, that's on out with you, the connection.
Yeah. I just like making fun of theater kids.
Yeah, well, my high school in Pennsylvania, because it was a vocational school, they did not have much room for theater as an extracurricular activity.
Oh, that's
So
good.
then when I moved to Oregon as a teenager, the high school there, it was a regular high school, it was not a vocational high school, and so
Mhm.
they obviously had like a theater class, right? And so what's interesting, like the play that they wanted to do was about Matthew Shepard, the so-called innocent Skittles man who was murdered by some crazy conservative, people. And yeah, so but like
Damn.
I guess there's a connection there with
I didn't
Steven
know there was a
Crowder.
play about Emmett Till. That's wild, man.
No, Emmett Till. No, no, Shepard. I think it's Matthew Shepard, something like that,
Yeah,
or
that's what
Tim
I said,
Shepard.
Emmett Till.
Okay. Yeah,
Sorry.
no, but I'm saying that there's a connection, like, with the like because you it says Steve Crowder was probably a theater kid in high school.
Oh yeah, he totally
Yeah, yeah.
was.
So I'm saying the theater in my high school, they did a play about a so-called
No,
innocent.
I'm following you. I'm
Yeah,
following you.
yeah, yeah,
I'm just
yeah.
making
But so
dark humor.
that so that connection is probably there. And Steve Crowder was probably, I think he was in some high school movies.
What?
Yeah, I
Oh,
think he was.
dude.
Yeah.
That explains why he like always dressed as up as women because all the theater dudes were like they would cross dress often. At least where I was went to high school and is just like, what is wrong with you, Abu Hajar? What is wrong with you? Get out of
Yeah.
here.
Yeah, well, Steven Crowder, he had like no real job either. He's always like promoting capitalism and all this weird nonsense. And
Yeah.
I'm thinking, Steven, you never ever had a real job in your life. And when we say real job, we mean something that's, manual labor, like real work. And
It's like he's very similar to Charlie Kirk, where it's like this rich kid who comes out and then immediately gets a job because he's easily malleable by funders. I said it. Koch brothers owned Charlie Kirk from day one. He's even
mhm,
said that. Steven Crowder's the same way. Funders mold him from day one, maybe because they got some dirt on him, right?
mhm.
Apparently, Steven Crowder has a lot of things he doesn't want the world to know about him now. So if funders know that, they can make him do whatever he wants. And it's you're right. It's always these broke, worthless bourgeois actors who are like, "Oh, but the free market. What the free market?" Like, shut up, Steven. Go dig a ditch.
Yeah, yeah, what's interesting, it's so easy to talk about the free market when you don't really have a really hard job and you're
Oh
making lots
yeah.
of money.
Yeah, it's the equivalent. It's like those idiots, those poor idiots, and by poor I mean like broke idiots that are always like, "I'm gonna be a millionaire one day." Like, no, you're not. Nobody's gonna give you a job. You work at a grocery store. Shut up. That's Steven Crowder, but he's just like higher on the food chain. Instead
Yeah.
of stocking shelves, he's the monkey with the cymbals that
Yeah.
dances for the crowd. That's all he is.
Well, he's also made money selling those mugs with the Mug Club.
Oh God.
Before, yeah, like before, like he when he was just doing stuff in his garage, basically, he was selling stuff through Mug Club.
Be
It was
careful how
basically
you
just
say that.
mugs. Yeah, it was mostly mugs. Yeah, Mug Club.
I
And
don't
then
I don't want to think about Steven Crowder doing stuff in his garage.
and like he had multiple employees like within a year like until Not Great Jared showed up and started working for him. But prior to that, he had like I think like two other guys that worked for him, and like they
Hmm.
quit like within like in less than a year, and then eventually, Not Great Jared started working for him, and uh, Steven Crowder never really had a real job. So his father,
Yeah.
I think his father has some sort of media connections, and then when Steven got his actual job, right when he's not doing his teenage acting, when he started to get a real job, he started to work as an intern for Fox News.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, and then he started kind of, work his way up the ladder in the media circles. And then at the same time, he's had enough time to sit down in his garage with a camera, make YouTube videos, right?
Maybe he was working his way down the ladder. Oh, sorry. There's gonna be
But
a lot
although
of
although it is
like,
Fox News, so probably it's probably true. Yeah, he's working
yeah.
his way down the ladder. Yeah. Hey guys, so don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and also go to the merch channel, get our merch.
Ooh, yeah.
Yeah. Yes, yes, guys. And my co-host, not Spy, you do know we're
I'm
selling some new
starving.
merch. Well, we
Oh,
have the
yes, yes.
yes, we have the Hebrew version of Jesus Christ is King, and we have the Arabic version of Jesus Christ is King. And
That Arabic one goes so hard.
the reason why I chose to write Jesus Christ instead of Christ, but Jesus Christ, because like in Hebrew, it would be like Mashiach, Messiah is king. Well, it's like, okay, but which Messiah? So that's why I added Yeshua, Jesus Christ. So it kind of verifies I'm talking about Jesus and he is the Christ.
Hmm.
So yeah,
That Arabic one is metal. It goes hard. I
yes.
will say that one goes hard. That's the one where like 5 years from now, you viewer, you're in a trench and like with your like gear on, and a journalist takes a picture of you, like in the trench, and that ends up on Time magazine. Be that guy. Be that guy with the metal Christ is King shirt.
Yeah.
Do it.
Yeah. So you, like basically you got your bandana on, you got you got your AK, you got your AK in one hand, and all you have is just that shirt. Like,
Be
well,
that guy.
the Republican boomers would be so confused of what's going on in that
You
image.
know what they would say? They wouldn't even care about what it says. They'd be like, "How could you wear that? Oh my God, I can't believe you'd wear that." Which, theologically is exactly what
Actually, by
boomers
that
say.
in 5 years, it would probably be mostly the Gen Xers complaining this time.
Yeah. Like
Yeah.
theologically speaking, that's what boomers would actually, if they could tell what it said, they would probably say the same thing because they're Satanists. Sorry, people.
Yes, not a spy. I really doesn't like boomers. Well,
I
neither do
don't
I.
like I don't like boomers, but particularly I don't like evangelical Southern boomers. They are the worst.
Yeah. And just for clarification, like there's only like a few good boomers out there that we know, and that's
Yes,
it. So we're not
yes,
saying all boomers, but
not all. There are good
a
boomers.
huge portion of
Yep.
boomers.
It's just like, and honestly, I mentioned it before, the documentary Kingdom Come by the BBC. Like if you watch that, you will never be able to look at the southern states with any kind of like mercy in your heart ever again. Ever
Mercy.
again. Oh yeah, yeah. So have you seen it yet?
No, no, I have not. No.
So it's about evangelical Protestants
Oh, you're talking about
and
the modern day South, right?
oh yeah, the modern day South.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you were talking about like the Confederacy and all that
Oh
stuff.
no, I'm not
Yeah.
talking about Nova Ecija in America. I'm
Okay.
talking about the modern South,
Yeah.
where so in Kingdom Come, it's a documentary, as I mentioned before, about Southern Protestants interacting with Israel and pretty much Palestinian Christians, right?
Mhm.
And these Southern Protestants are they live in like a fentanyl meth town where everything's falling apart, and they're sending all of their money to Israel. They can't feed their kids. They literally can't feed their
Mhm.
kids, and they're still giving all of their money away. And the BBC producers get the pastor a plane to pastor air quotes around that because he's legitimately a Satanist when you listen to him talk. Um, they get him a plane ticket to Israel, and he talks with Christians in the Holy Land. And the Christians are like, "You guys need to stop giving your money and stop supporting this because these people are butchering us. They're bombing us, they're causing trouble, they're knocking over ancient churches." And this pastor just says, "You don't understand. You just don't get it. That like we're here because the Bible says. What, do you not read the Bible?" He literally just says that. He like it is painful.
Believe me, those locals like know more about the Bible than you, sir.
I tell you what,
Yeah.
I'll find a link and I'll send it to you so you can if you do you have a community tab?
I think yeah, yeah.
If you would like, I can send it to you so you can post it to the community tab for our viewers so they
Mm.
can hate watch it because like it is
They just hate
genuinely
watch it and
brutal.
get angry at the Protestant boomers in the South.
Oh my God, yeah,
Yeah.
dude. Like it's infuriating in so many ways. One, because they're
Yeah.
so ignorant to actual Christians suffering. But on top of that, it's like watching a drug addict.
Hmm.
Like I'm sure you've seen this, like walking down the street. There's a drug addict who's like crawling towards like doing everything he can to get more money for his addiction. And he doesn't care about the fact that he's starving or he's dying from an illness. All he cares about is feeding the addiction.
Hmm.
That is what that town is like. And
Oh
like
wow. It's
part
that bad.
part of you, oh dude, yeah, like there are people living in falling down
Yeah.
shacks in it.
Well, and here's the thing. These are the people that enable the behavior of Steven Crowder.
Hmm. Oh,
Like,
absolutely.
yeah,
Absolutely.
all these conservatards well, we want to preserve the American constitutional republic. We support free speech. Oh, these Dems, they're the real racies,
Oh yeah,
Okay, and
absolutely.
yeah, like, and this attitude, where's it getting you? Because you're not winning anything because you're confusing people. Wait a minute. So you believe in ultimate freedom for everybody, but then at the same time, you want to restrict freedom from certain people, right? See, you and I are honest. We want to restrict freedom for certain people. Right?
Yeah, yeah.
This is what makes us on the far right less confusing is the fact
Mhm.
that we're honest about what we want. We want actual restrictions of certain people's freedoms because
Yeah.
we want to preserve our society and our
Mhm.
culture, our high culture, right? And
Absolutely.
these Protestant boomers that are supporting Israel, they're enabling people like Ben Shapiro, Steven Crowder to act the way they act, and it's just sickening because they're constantly losing. And why are you guys losing? Because the young people are confused. Wait a minute, like you're enabling this type of behavior, but whenever we do this, all of a sudden it's bad. So when Steven Crowder, whenever he dresses up in female clothing. That's all funny. It's all just for fun. But then like when like some guy cross dresses, you get angry at that. Now
Yeah.
we get angry at that too, but at least we're consistent. We don't want Steven Crowder dressing up like that either. Like we don't care for
Exactly.
what
That's the
purposes
thing.
at all. Like
Yeah.
we're consistent. We're saying this is degenerate, this is evil. And conservatives, what they do is that they're confusing the Gen Z youth. They're confusing the Gen Z liberals. That's why
Hmm.
the youth is not really switching over that much towards conservatism. Or if they are conservative, they're still more liberal than your average baby boomer.
Oh yeah. The thing is like the Gen Z has two options, two real options. You can become like a commie, which a lot of them are doing that, or
Basically,
you
the
opt out.
DNC, yes.
Yeah, or you opt out. And a lot of young men are opting out of the political system. And you'll hear boomers and, woe be upon them say, that's the reason the liberals are winning. No, idiot. The reason that they keep winning is because you people have the memory of a goldfish. And every single time you're like you think it's funny when Steven Crowder cross dresses and reads to children.
Yeah,
But
yeah,
the moment that like some other person does it, you're like, this is so bad. No, just draw the line. Just say it's bad. Say cross-dressing is bad across the
yeah.
board. It's not that
Yes.
hard. You don't
That's
have to explain
yes,
yourself.
exactly. Like and Steve Crowder says, "Oh, we're owning the libs by doing this." How?
Yeah,
How are you owning the
like
libs?
like
The
when
libs
Gavin
look at you and thinking, "Are
McInnes,
you're weird?" The libs will look at you and just say you're weird, and that's it. They're not
like
being
when Gavin
owned.
McInnes shoved a toy wiener up his butt to own the libs. Actual thing. Actual thing happened. He did it on video, people. Like these are the conservatives? No, get out of here. I don't
Yeah,
associate me with these people.
yeah. So yeah, guys, like that's Steve Crowder for you. Nothing but
Mm.
an FAG. I did not
Oh,
say the whole thing.
oh
I did not say
God.
it. I
He
just
said a
spelled it out.
cigarette. He called him a
He
cigarette,
he's a
people.
literal cigarette. Yes, he's a literal cigarette. He's a real bundle of sticks.
Oh
And he
God, without the axe. He's a
and
bundle of sticks
he's
without
had
the
several
axe.
bundles in him before.
Oh God. Oh God. Oh God.
Yes.
Oh
And
Lord.
honestly, like
Look what you've
I would
done.
not be surprised if he forced his employees to do some bad things.
Oh
And
yeah.
I
Have you heard
believe
some of the things?
not great Jared. He did kind of imply something like that happened.
Yeah, yeah. He implied that he's like I'm actually using this term in the right use. So YouTube, please don't kill us. Well, actually, I could just use another word. He's grapey. He's grapey. He's like the not the conservative version of Harvey Weinstein. He's super grapey.
He's a real rapper, huh?
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
dude. Him and P Diddy have some things in common. They're both rappers. I'm
Yes.
gonna leave that one open for interpretation.
Yeah. So you're saying that he probably rapped Not Great Jared?
I'm not gonna say it did or didn't happen, right?
Yeah.
But what I will say is if he did that and then proceeded to start calling him not gray Jared as like a sort of bullying to try and like gaslight him, would you do you want to see my surprised face? That's my surprised face. So I'm
Yeah.
not saying it did or didn't happen, but if it did happen, I would not be surprised at all.
Yeah. So, well, I guess there you have it, guys. Um, and don't use us as a source. There's other sources out there that confirm that Stephen
Yeah,
is
please don't link.
a bipolar, if you know what I mean by bipolar.
Please don't link us. We don't want to get shot
Yeah.
today.
Yes, but Steven Crowder is a real Skittles guy. He's very
Yeah,
Skittlesy.
oh yeah, totally, absolutely.
Yeah, he is
And
in the rainbow community without even admitting that he's in the rainbow
yeah,
community.
let's do a victory lap. Let's do a victory lap for it.
Yeah. So yeah, there you have it. So yes, like I know that his wife has some sinister motives apparently to, kind of take some money from him. But
I'll
at the
be
end of the day,
honest.
I really don't care like if his wife has any sinister motives, right? At the end of the day, Crowder gets what he effing deserves. So it doesn't bother me at
Yeah,
all about his wife's motives.
I'm
Right?
completely
He's
reassessing
still
the
in the
whole thing.
Skittles community, and like we don't like that community. So
Yeah. I mean, like, you know what? His wife could be acting sinister to him, but I wouldn't call it sinister motives because, like, anything bad that before, okay, I'm terrible, awful person take, but it's okay because we in the Kendom Liberation Front, we're bitter, we're petty, right? Anything bad that happens, solidarity, brother. Anything bad that happens to Steven Crowder, I'm gonna laugh
yes.
because the awful things that he's done to former employees, he's clearly not a good person.
It's just coming
He's
back to
rotten.
haunt him.
Yeah, he's rotten to the
Oh, and
core.
his co-host Gerald, that disgusting Protestant who has like this huge boner for a certain country in the Middle East, right? He's one of those people who still,
Macedonia.
yeah. So yes, Macedonia, of course. But Gerald, he is one of those people who still believes that the Antichrist will come from Russia. And
Oh my
so
God.
he's so pro-Ukrainian because he does not want to destroy his Protestant Bible narrative about the end times. And so a year ago, when they had Alex Jones on their channel talking to them, and Alex Jones was trying to explain his stance on the whole Ukraine situation. He's saying why the United States should stay out of it. And he was explaining how Zelensky's corrupt, Ukraine is corrupt. Then he mentioned the Azov battalion, and he goes, "Yeah, look at all these Hindu symbols that they have on them." And then he says, "Oh, look at this pagan ritual right here. They're basically cutting each other up and like basically drinking each other's blood and doing all sorts of weird, gray Skittles pagan stuff." And Gerald, Steven Crowder's co-host, had to cut in immediately. He cut in immediately into Alex Jones' dialogue, and he started to kind of switch the topic. He started to change
Oh,
the whole subject. Change the whole subject. He does not want to hear about Ukraine being the bad guy in the war.
yeah,
And
he's probably for like sacrificing the red heifer to literally bring the Antichrist into existence. Good job, guys. Congrats.
yes,
You
but but
opened the
that but
warp
that's but
portal.
that's the only like co-host that Steven Crowder has who's loyal to him.
Mhm. It's a literal Satanist.
Yeah, yeah, basically, yeah, basically, if you're a Protestant with such opinions, you're basically a Satanist. So yeah,
Yeah.
and but what's interesting is that he's seeding and coping really hard, and he's like talking about how like, oh, this was all just for fun, whipping out the
Uh,
lollipop in front of employees. It's just for fun. It's what bros do.
look,
Yeah,
you were in sports teams in high school, right?
no,
Oh no. Okay, never mind. You
yeah,
wouldn't get what I'm saying. But like
Well, I mean,
for
like
our
I did a
listeners,
lot of fun athletic activities during gym class, during PE
oh,
class.
okay, okay, yeah, you know
Yeah.
how guys are,
Like I mean, like we climbed the ropes and everything. So
yeah,
yeah.
like the locker room mentality when you get a bunch of dudes who are idiots together, they'll do like stupid gay things.
Well, I was
I
in the
said the
military.
word.
Like, of course we did.
Oh, right, you're right.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. I
I
was in the military.
forgot about that.
We done
Yeah,
dumb things in the
yeah. So
locker
you
room.
know
Yeah.
exactly how it is. It's about power
Well,
dynamics.
yeah. It was not just the locker room. It's just the barracks. Straight up. It's not just the locker room.
Yeah,
It's just the
that's
barracks. Yeah.
that's just like what guys do. But I'll be honest, the things I've heard Steven Crowder did, it's like, yeah, look, man, bro, I was on swim team. I would have never done that. That's like that's like stepping out of line
Well,
right
what's
there.
yeah. What Steven Crowder did is beyond the locker room stuff.
Yeah, that's beyond
Yeah.
like male bonding. That's like, dude, did you just moan when he grabbed your ass? It gets to that level.
Wait, hold on. That's pushing it too far now, bro.
Like, whoa. Time out here.
Yeah, yes, but seriously, yeah, what Steven Crowder did is beyond like normal
Oh
and
yeah, yeah.
like beyond guys being guys, right? Like it's just
Hmm.
beyond that.
Oh
And
yeah.
Gerald, his co-host, was defending Steven's behavior regarding that situation.
Wasn't he like he would like come up behind dudes and teabag them?
Yes, yes.
Dude, what are you doing, Steven? Steven.
Steven, why are you get
We bring to the studio this morning, Mr. Should I call you Mr. Steven Crowder? Thank you for coming.
Steven Crowder? Who says I'm gay?
Oh
Well,
my
let's see if
God.
there's any chats. Nope, no chats.
Dude, woe and despair upon him. But like again, I can only laugh. I can only laugh because
Hmm.
he has insulted my precious college age art hose. And nobody insults not a spy's art hose,
Oh,
okay?
really?
We are art ho appreciators here.
Yeah. So, guys, like, I guess that's all we have to say about Steven Crowder. We just
Yeah,
went to like rant and like just smear him.
make fun of him.
Actually, we're not spearing him. We're just being truthful. Like the guy is
Yeah,
a literal. Yeah, this is not even a smear. This is just basically facts. He is an
he's done it
FAG.
to himself.
I just want to say it again that I've proven the trad LARPing thoughts wrong.
Hmm.
Yes, and but what's funny is that like these women defended Steven Crowder because they did not want to go against their narrative. Like, well, she could have just done this. And what's funny is that I'm thinking, like, most of these trad LARPing thoughts, whenever they were making fun of Steven Crowder's wife, or sorry, criticizing Steven Crowder's wife for not, you know, giving the dog the medicine, right? I'm thinking, well, none of you are pregnant. Like, none of you are even married. Like all the trad thoughts who are making fun of his wife are not married still. They're still not married. I know these trad thoughts. They're not married and they're single.
It's like I said this like several episodes ago when we were talking ill on Conservahose.
Hmm.
So the trad community, chicks and dudes, right? Chicks are particularly weird though. The trad community is rife with degenerates who just use it as a sort of lingerie. That's what it is.
Hmm.
A lot of them
Yeah,
are just degenerates who are trying to make up for the fact that they're just degenerates.
exactly. Yeah, they're just covering up for their degenerate behavior.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, exactly.
yeah, yeah. And like still, I think it's funny how a lot of these women who are not pregnant, who are never married, who are still
Hmm.
single, they had the audacity to criticize his wife because all she had to do was put on the gloves. So apparently, like the medicine, like it's just dangerous for pregnant women. And I'm thinking, do you not care about your babies, Stephen? You have twin babies in the stomach, right?
No, he
And here's the
doesn't.
thing. Here's the thing. If you if your wife's less stressed, that's healthier for your babies. So the thing is about pregnant women, like a lot of times they're not 100% themselves. and they could be more stressed out than usual. And the thing is, your job is as a man is to make sure that the pregnant woman, the reason why pregnant women get so-called special treatment, it's
Yeah.
not special treatment, it's just making sense, it's just common sense.
Oh,
A
absolutely.
woman needs to be less stressed. If she's pregnant, she needs to be more relaxed as possible because you don't want to destroy the health of the babies inside.
Yeah,
So
absolutely.
Steven
It's like
Crowder literally spat on the health of his twin children in his wife's stomach, in his
it's
wife's
like
womb.
women are to be cherished normally. I know we talk ill on 304s a lot. We
Yeah.
do. But like on a serious note, women are to be cherished like across the board. On top of that, when they become pregnant, like to the dudes, the moment you make a woman pregnant, you sign your life away. And I mean that in a good way. You sign your life away to absolute duty to that woman because your life is to make her life now floating in a cloud of heaven because that is the future. You hold the future in your hands. And if you're some like cringy, angsty, giving a dog medicine because that's how he
Mm.
sounds all the time. That's like all I
Yeah.
hear.
And here's a question, like, it's your dog, dude. It's your dog. It's literally your dog, right? And I'm thinking, like, you're an adult man who does not have like any limitations, any handicaps. Could you not take care of your own dog?
Well, mental maybe.
It's as if like his wife has to do everything for him.
He strikes me as the petty type of dude to be
Yeah.
like, I can't believe you left a glass on the counter. It's like, yeah, I'm pregnant, idiot. Like,
Yeah, what's interesting is that the day his wife was giving birth at the hospital,
wasn't he
uh,
not there?
he was talking with a lawyer planning a divorce.
Oh my God.
Yeah. But then
What
he
a
kind of like put that to the side, and then a couple days later he showed up at the hospital, I think.
God, what a piece of
Yeah.
trash.
Yeah. And,
Ugh. This
yeah,
is why, like,
and then later on, the wife initiated the divorce, right? But originally, Stephen was planning to initiate the divorce the day his
wow.
babies were being born.
Talk about an
Dude,
Uno
you're
reverse
supposed to be in
card.
the hospital to see your babies.
Yeah, that's wretched. He's a wretched man,
Hmm.
like straight up wretched. And in the trad community, like you said, all these people who are like, and this is not a spy saying don't get married. Not a spy says get married, right? But all of these trad people who treat like, "Oh, just get married. Why don't you just get married? A lot of these people who just get married in the trad community, mentally ill, should not be married anyways. Most of them
Hmm.
should be wrapped up and put in an asylum, I'll be honest.
Especially the trad thoughts.
Yes.
Yeah.
They should be, I'm not going to say it.
Because what's interesting, like they're not really trad themselves. Because here's the
Yeah,
thing,
yeah.
if they were trad, here's the thing, if you are truly trying to live to that so-called trad lifestyle, you would submit to your husband if he's a beta male. Just saying, right? Like if you
That is
truly want to,
true.
yeah. And what's interesting, those same women who are condemning Steven Crowder's wife, those trad LARPing women, guess what? They themselves don't really want to submit to
Yeah,
beta males themselves, you
yeah,
know?
not at all.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's
Well, hold
it's just
on.
a it's
Yeah.
just a 304 and a sundress. That's all it is.
Yes. Yes. It's just a different version of 304ism. So,
Yeah,
like,
yeah, that's
is
all
that a
it is.
good terminology,
304,
304ism?
ooh, that's an that's an alt monarchist one. That's an alt
I
monarchistism.
coined it, 304ism, guys.
You got to make a shirt of it now.
304, no 304ism here.
But yeah, that's what a lot of it is. Like a
Mm,
huge amount of it is. I was just listening to the Undead Chronic podcast recently. Which whether you like him or not, he was talking about how like, look, there's 304s everywhere, and when people say go to church, you'll find a good woman, it doesn't mean you'll go from 5% good women to, or my bad, 5% of women not being 304s to 90% of women not being 304s. It means you go from 5% of women not being 304s to 10, which is a serious improvement. But
Yeah.
there's a lot of
Especially
people.
especially in 2021 in America. Yes.
It's 2024, my brother
Oh.
in Raw.
Whoa.
Wow.
Whoa.
Have you been living in a time capsule?
Wait, it's 2024? What's going on?
My brother in Raw, wake up. It's 2024. Pyramid needs refueling.
Well, guys, I literally just had a brain fart.
Dude, you're good. I was signing some paperwork and I dated at 2023. Is like, I have no reason to be writing that. We're a quarter through the year, dude. Like, why am I like this?
Yeah, it happens. But yeah, but like it sounds like you're watching some Sam Hyde when you mentioned the stuff about church.
I do like Imam Sam Hyde, yeah. He's just like a dark Jordan Peterson.
Yeah, exactly.
But
Like,
like the fact that he just like flies off the handle and rages is hilarious. I enjoy
yeah,
that. But like yeah, I think that's a pessimistic take. I do think that there's less 304s than, I'm not saying like 95% of women
yeah,
are 304s, but the number is increasing,
yeah.
unfortunately. And
Well,
like
the
that's
thing,
a whole
yeah.
oh,
Well, the thing is, like, at the same time, like a lot of us guys, like we're no better.
yeah,
So yeah,
yeah, that's like definitely a thing. Like I'm not gonna say like a woman needs to be perfect because Not a Spy was kind of a man hoe in college. So like, okay, you know, I'm not gonna throw that stone.
yeah, yeah. Well, the thing is, it's like it's college, and it's college in the modern age.
Hmm.
So it's kind of surprising if you didn't go through that lifestyle.
Yeah.
So
I'm
yeah.
sending I'm sending my future kids to a masjid or like to a seminary. They're not going to college, yo. They're just
Like
not.
you could just send them to trade school.
I'll send them to
And
that.
you could offer them like a local trade school where they could still live with you, and so you could
That's
basically
true.
know,
Yeah.
so you could know like okay, like they're going to school at 8 a.m. and they're back home by 5 p.m. something like that, you know.
Yeah, like there are
Yeah,
there are vocational options that are like that are not that. It's just the culture of college. Straight up, the culture of college in the United States is it's like it's gonna get God's gonna firebomb us, yo. You people have no idea what wrath you're bringing down upon you.
no, what's interesting is that like um I was watching the movie before this stream. I was
Mhm.
watching Sodom and Gomorrah, and you
Oh,
mentioned God using fire bombs, and I'm thinking, oh, yeah,
well, you
like
remember, so I remember when we were in Arizona, that college nearby that I attended, there was a sorority thing where sorority girls would all get in their underwear and then they would run around the college. Have you heard of that?
no, I did not actually. No.
Yeah, that was a thing. They would strip down to their skivvies and do a lap around the campus. And people would be like, OMG, so funny. Ha ha ha. Like, no, no. Where's the hijabs? Where's the
Yes.
burqas? Brother, this is not good.
Well, the thing is, a lot of females, they're not aware of what men are thinking when they see that.
Yeah,
It's like,
yeah.
hey, let's be funny and cute. Hey, and here's the thing: some guys could just look and not touch, but then there could be some rappers out there who could then eventually stalk you to your dorm room or something like that.
Yeah, and then on top of that,
Yeah.
like the dudes that they do impress doing that, it's like, ladies, Habibi, do you really want Chet as a husband? No, you don't. You don't want Chet as a husband. Stop doing that because the only
Also,
guy you're
also, hold on,
impressing is
hold on,
Chet.
hold on, hold on, daughter. What are you doing in college anyway? Like,
Yeah,
what are you
yeah.
doing here? Like, what are you
Hold,
doing in college,
hold on.
daughter? Like, how come I don't know about this, daughter?
To quote the great Johnny Bravo, peace and
Yeah,
blessings upon him, a woman doctor? Have we really come that far?
yeah,
That show was unhinged.
yeah. But still, I like to just keep rubbing it in the face of the trad LARPing thought women out there that I'm vindicated and you're vindicated too.
Yes,
Steven Crowder is a Skittles guy. That is why he acted the way he did towards his
penis.
wife on that 3 minute
Yeah, boy.
video. What's funny is
Nice.
that like
Nice.
that what were you doing?
Oh, you know the nice spicy meat. Yeah, boy. That's me rubbing it in.
From beginning to the trad LARPing thoughts.
Yep. Eat
And we
it.
win. And guess what? What's interesting is that the patriarchy defeated the trad LARPing thoughts.
Oh, oh, we are so
Like
back.
seriously,
We
seriously.
are so
No,
back.
no. What's funny is that like the trad LARPing thoughts still think they could argue with me, and like I would use it against them. I'd be like, hey, first of all, who do you think you are talking to me? I'm a man. You know, like I would use their psychology, like their arguments against them. I'm like, wait a minute. So why are
Every
you even arguing with me? You know, like I'm right no matter what because I'm a dude.
it's like every minute that you argue, the stone that I throw at you gets bigger. Do you know that? You put your veil on now.
Yeah, yeah. If you're trying to be a trad LARPing woman, where's that veil? I don't see that veil on your head.
I have a meme somewhere says it all.
Yeah.
And it is about that where it's like trad 304s being all like bare feet in the kitchen, showing their filthy, disgusting hair. And a guy leans in, he's like, "This is demonic." And the woman says, "What would you prefer?" And he snaps his finger and she pops up in a burqa. It's like,
Perfection right
ah,
there, brother.
mashallah, bro. Yeah, how many trad thoughts were veils, which let me remind Christians, well, I don't need to remind any
Yeah.
of our based viewers here because we're all on the same page, is technically according to biblical law.
Well, like St. Paul the Apostle, he wrote saying that women should wear the head covering.
Based.
Um, because and he mentioned something about the angels. That's the whole different topic, if you know what I mean.
Ooh, it sounds like
Yeah.
we have a lot of cans of worms to crack open this weekend, my friend.
Exactly, exactly. But yes, maybe not this weekend, not that topic, not like about the
Okay.
angels, but we could do some other topics. Maybe we could make fun of Jordan Peterson or like who else could we?
Is yeah, we can make fun of Andrew Taint. We can make fun of
Taint.
Jordan. Yeah, because he's
I like that one,
because
Andrew
he
Taint.
yeah, Andrew Taint
Oh,
because he likes
did you see the meme where there's a where Andrew Taint I'm saying it now too. I can't get it out of my head now. Andrew Tate. Andrew Tate. So in this meme, Andrew Tate, he is looking at this Lamborghini or Bugatti or whatever. It's just some
oh
fancy European
God.
car. Like, and so in the meme, he's looking at it and he says, "I will basically like waste my entire life trying to get this car, right?" And then on the bottom, there's Andrew Tate, and then there's this huge capitalist, the capitalist guy with the capitalist hat, that pink face
Yeah,
that he has. He's smiling and um, he says, "That's right. You can purchase this for like $1 million, something like that." And then it shows the car is right next to Andrew Tate, and Andrew Tate says, "I escaped the Matrix." Like basically, like it's saying
that's
like
literally
it.
what he's saying.
Yeah, yeah. Like basically he paid the Matrix to get that car. He goes, "Oh, I escaped the Matrix."
Yeah, he's like, you need to escape the superficial things. Okay, I'm listening. By absorbing the superficial things. Wallahi. Ugh.
Yeah, yeah. You must stop being a degenerate by being a degenerate.
Bro. Megan Fox with a dick or Hulk Hogan with a vagoo. Shut up. Shut up. For the love of God, Andrew Taint, shut up.
Here's
Nobody likes
water. Here's water. Drink water. Like the way he says
Dude,
water.
ooh, Cockney. On that topic, England must be destroyed. Okay, literally the
In
spawn of
Minecraft. In
Satan
Minecraft.
in Minecraft. Yes, yes,
Yes.
yes, in Minecraft.
Honestly, England is kind of almost the Israel of Western Europe.
We could do that as
and
the next
the and
one,
the and the Scots and the Irish are the Palestinians of
dude. We're
Europe.
straight up, straight up. Like
Yeah,
Ireland is like the Jordan.
yeah. Right, guys. So I guess we'll be closing up soon. I don't see any chats, so like no one's being active tonight. Really sucks.
Well, all the same, like,
Yeah.
comment, subscribe, buy the merch.
Yes, guys. Go to the merch page, and the links are in the description below. So check it out. And
Sorry about the dogs going crazy. I'm sure you can hear them.
no, I cannot hear it, so it's all
Okay,
good.
good.
But yeah, guys, buy the merch, support the channel, and your guys are gonna love the Hebrew version of Jesus Christ is King and the Arabic version of Jesus Christ is King.
That is such a metal shirt. That is
Yes,
such a
exactly.
metal shirt.
So support the channel, guys. God bless you.